Hello, for today's little tip, I wanted to talk a bit about these fellas. These are top trumps, and I think they are tops. That's right. They're great for helping maths in so many ways at home, in a sort of subtle way that's quite enjoyable, because really at the end of the day, the kids just enjoy playing a game with you, and if you happen to be getting some maths out of it as well, then fantastic. So if you've not come across top trumps before, then I'm surprised, but I'm sure people do exist like that. It's a game about with different statistics on each card. So a few sets I've been hunting around the house, and I found a few today. We've got Minions, we've got Paw Patrol, we've got Roll Dial, Frozen, some what's that one? World Football Stars, and this one is Arsenal. Beautiful, aren't they? But yeah, here's some of the rules, how to play generally. Shuffle the deck and deal out the cards, have them face down. Hold your card face up, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, if you want to know all the rules and you don't already know them, Google them or just pause there. And that's how you play the game. But I'm sure if you get yourself a pack, or if you've already got one, then you'll figure it out, or you'll know. What I really want to talk about is how good they are for maths. So basic, the younger age group children, they're quite good for place value. In fact, a lot of what they're good for is place value and number fluency and number confidence. It's about greater than and less than, really. So if you have two cards here, like our two Minions cards, we've got I, Matey and Stuart. We can see that if I picked bravery, leadership or top trump rating on this one, Stuart is going to win. So which number is greater, 7 or 9? Fantastic, you know that. Well done. Which number is greater, 42 or 49? Slightly more trickier, for more, so moving away from early years up to year 1, bit of year 2, yeah? So getting confident with two-digit numbers. But the numbers do get a bit trickier as well. So for something like this football one, we've got numbers up to, well, we've got years up to sort of 1989. Now 1978, goodness me, who's that? Buffon. Yeah, he is quite a bit older. So you would have to know that if you were born in 1989, then you would be, quick maths, 31 years old, and you'd have to know that's fairly old for a professional footballer at the top of his game still. 31, it's about peak, isn't it? So you might guess that if you were trying to get the higher number, if you wanted a younger player, it might be quite likely. If you were looking for an older player, it would be unlikely. Or in this case, actually, all three of these players are a bit older. So they're comparing 4-digit numbers now and working out. And they also need to have a bit of background knowledge on their subject matter, whether that's football or Frozen or whatever it might be. So comparing numbers, really important. But really as well, it's a strategy game. So you have to know, so oh my goodness, you've got Nicolas Pepe here or Aubameyang. You would have to know which ones in which category, what statistics would be good. So attacking, he's a 10. Now I know that it's out of 10, therefore that's going to be a winner, isn't it? But if you thought if it's out of 50, then 10's not very good. And you'd have to know that you'd have to be able to compare those numbers. You'd have to know 187, is that quite tall? If it's centimetres, maybe. But comparing to the other ones, 183, yeah, he's clearly a bit taller. In fact, he's a bit better at everything apart from defending. So if I knew the opponent had the Aubameyang card and I had the Pepe card, then I'd probably go for defence on this one. So there's lots of talk about more than, less than. But that strategy comes in knowing when you pick a particular random card, like, oh, there's Guendouzi. When you pick a particular card, knowing that what it's out of. So we know it's out of 10, so I probably wouldn't go for attack, but I might go for defence. We know 24 from the previous one, it's not overly high as a skill level. We know top trump rating of 89 out of 100. It's not the best, but it's not bad. So it's about thinking about what might be the most likely one to win. So there's strategy in there, probability, lots of number sense, lots of greater than, less than, and ordering. And these are available when we're allowed to go back out again. These are available in like charity shops. They're all over the place. Or if you go to any car boot sales, or if you go to a a summer fair or Christmas fair at school, people are always getting rid of these. They're brilliant for maths talk. So get yourself a set of top trumps and have some fun.